Alright, been a little bit on a build update. Been doing a lot of different things. Didn't mean to hit that potion. We've changed a lot of different things, and this is just more of a magic find update. So as you see, kind of a whirlwind just to go fast. Not too much going on with the Rune Knight. And this is what we got set up right now for the javelins. Now, if you wanted to go full magic find with this, you'd remove a few of these things here, such as Sacred Devotion, put a Illusion Axes in, get your experience on here, maybe your gold find, a few different other things, and then be running that attached to your dampen resource, and that'd help a lot with your magic find, especially since you're doing whirlwind here. So the idea here is just kind of like one of the other build videos. We've got cut, tenacity, just for a little bit of extra reason to be using whirlwind, and then we've got charge release. This is mainly for the electric amp, attached with the summon lightning rune knight, and just attaching it with the multi-shot chain whatnot. Another thing we've turned legendary was the minion HP. And the current build's not actually using Sacred Devotion. This is just for doing whirlwind stuff right now. This is what the setup looks like. Another rune that we awakened was Unite Crowd and Rage Verity. Got the 20% movement speed, which is the main thing we're looking for. Also got 69% armor, so that's pretty good. As you see, this is max speed farming build, looking mainly only for this movement speed. Want to make sure that we're never moving slow ever. Yeah. And then right here, it allows us to move at 864 speed at all times. Got the 1000 there, but it's a lot better to just never be slowed down. This is kind of what the build's going to look like. There's a few more things to awaken, more room in the tree that we need to get, but it makes it so that farming's a lot easier than having to stop and channel or anything like that. You can do most of the maps, most of anything that you need to do. Speed here is the main thing. We're just trying to get through maps as fast as possible to get shards for the descent raids. There's no shards to gain currently. Descent raids are over, but when descent raids were up, when you get the maximum rewards, if you want to get maximum rewards, you do have to grind pretty crazily. I've had a 11-hour grind session once when I was just trying to grind some high-end maps, and getting the shards just took a little while to get the last of them. So having a build like this, even with minions, is kind of nice. You only have to stop to resummon some minions every once in a great while. And for the most part, you're going through the map as fast as possible. And then for bosses, it's really not that big of a deal either. So like in this case, boom, let's go in here and check out a boss. Oops, wrong way. One of the more annoying ones. And there we go. Nice and easy. So the build's pretty simple. It just consists of getting as many magic find items and growth rune material drop as possible, and as much gold as possible too. So we're doing a lucky fishing hook. And I have a few Nagunitas axes that drop, but I went with the 20% movement speed one, even though the item drop rarity was lower, because moving faster was the main thing for grinding for me. I'm looking more for getting the shards and whatnot than actually doing the magic find. I have a ring here for the rune growth drop chance as well. So once again, with the build like this, going mainly for maximum speed. It's not really meant for damage. As you see, tenacious regeneration. Let's make sure we even have that. Yeah, so we're relying on tenacious regeneration and shout of justice to take care of just constantly moving and never really having to use many pots or taking care of us not dying. Let's kind of show what it would look like correctly done. You'd have this, and then you just put your link runes around here. Because once again, this can be put anywhere. You do not need this setup. This is more for bosses. And Shout of Justice can be moved over to here. And use the other buff activation to hit this up. So that's going to be this build pretty much. And this is only for farming. As you see in the Zodiac tree, we don't even spec into some of the trees for minion damage. And we go a lot more for, you know, getting our KS damage maxed out, getting the movement speed and stuff. Just kind of whirlwind around. Your minions are always, as you seen a minute ago in the videos of doing the dungeons, you're always ahead of your minions. They clear up everything else that you hit. So the goal here is you just go through, hit everything. If the tree was filled out correctly, I'd have hunger over here, and I'd be getting regen. This wouldn't be linked this way. I'd actually have it so that I could have the full links on the whirlwind. And you'd go legendary with your whirlwind as well, so that you can move even faster, instead of having that 35% movement speed dampening. So in a perfect build, that would be what you did. But as you know, it's a little bit more expensive for that, and I'm looking more for boss damage. But for farming, this works really well. So we'll go over some of the items. You can switch out the necklace. This is just because I wanted to have the max summon count. If I was grinding off stream or not making a video, I'd go even more into Magic Find. This is just to kind of get through the map even faster. That makes sense. Here's a legendary we've made. Really just minion HP and element resist. Nothing too crazy. Belt's just here to allow us to get the resist, extra movement for farming. Helmet's just for the resist and the armor. Went with a block chest and kill XP since I'm still trying to get to 100. It's taken me forever because I've been playing alts. Gloves are just for the resist. And boots are for the movement speed and the armor here. As you noticed, almost everything kind of has some spell blocker, block expertise. Seems like it's pretty good. With our Unite crowd on, we have about 11,000 armor with the Magic Find build. Not too bad. All the resist are maxed. Chaos and poison are a little bit lower, but that's fine. Here's the movement speed with the best build here that we're doing. And switch over to here. A little bit faster. So sometimes you might lower that whenever you're switching. And as you see, it's a huge difference. After you have that awoken, it's a huge difference in movement speed. So hopefully that helps. The relics we use for this, we've got Boreal going, Acumen and Castor. This is just for the minion HP, critical damage, Curse of Power. And since we are an HP build, this does help. Hopefully that helps some people. Strike. We have awoken with the attack speed amplification. And we haven't really chose to awoken too much else. The minions, we did a random awakening. Got Source. That gives you the amplifies minion HP by 13%. It can go to 15. And you can get 50% on this, so this is a pretty bad roll. Anyway, this ended up being a boon, just going with it instead of trying to sell it. The HP and the skill cooldown recovery, as you see, being able to summon these out a lot quicker during a boss fight, especially the more harder fights in the game. A lot easier. It makes it a lot easier to do those fights. The extra damage would be nice, but it's not going to make the difference between these living for an extra hit and them being able to actually regen their HP through some attacks while you channel into them. So that's it for the Magic Find build here, and I'm going to have a few other build videos for you guys.